Two brand new sets have been released for Moonstone. We've got Souls of the Deep and Barnakelle, and in this video we're going to focus on an unboxing and build video for Barnakelle, and I'll take you through a deep dive of his character card so you can see exactly what he does on the table. I'm Lee, and thanks for joining me for this unboxing video. I've been really looking forward to getting this one shared. It's available right now, and I'll put links in the description and the comments below so you can head over to the Moonstone website and order yourself Barnakelle. I'll also be doing an unboxing for Souls of the Deep right after this video, so it's going to be action-packed this week. But let's get him out of the box and we can have a close-up look at all the components and everything you get. I love the presentation boxes for Moonstone, and they also come with these big foam inserts so you know everything's going to be really protected. And inside the box you're going to get your one single resin miniature, high quality casting. You're going to get your card and also the base. And if you note on the card, it tells you the base that you're going to use for your miniature. I really like these. These are the curved ones. They've also got that lip, so when you start doing the basing and adding your material, once you've got it painted or before, you've got plenty of room there to really layer it up. I like to put magnets on my Moonstone characters as well, and so I put those on the base underneath. I've done a video on this, which you can find on the channel. Maybe I'll link to it at the end of this one, but really nice to apply these large magnets right under the base, and then you can keep your models nice and safe when you transfer them with a magnetic tray. Okay, let's move the card out of the way and we'll have a good close-up look at this high-quality resin miniature. And this is one of the big trolls for the game, which is super fun. I love adding these big guys to my troops, and Barnakelle is going to fit in really well with some of the characters I've already got, but certainly with Souls of the Deep when we get that unboxed in the next video. This is going to be a nice easy build. We've only got two parts to put together here, just the base of that anchor there, and then the rest of it is just going to be simply all in one piece. And look at the quality. The details are really coming through, and I just love this. Look at the stitching on the back of the trousers there. We've got all the little urchins and shells and seaweed and all sorts growing on him. I think they've just done a fantastic job, and I'm struggling to see any areas here that we even have to tidy up. There's going to be a little seam just between the legs, which we'll get to, but as far as that goes, I can't see anything else, so really crisp. Alright, so I've just thought I'd include in this video how I put these miniatures together. So I'll just get my clippers, try and get as close as I can to the sprue there, and just trim in that away. Sometimes I'll leave a little bit extra on there, which I'll use my craft knife to trim up if I need to. And for this particular model, we're going to glue his feet directly to the base. So I'm going to get as close as I can with my clippers there, trying to get a nice, smooth, level cut. And then I'll get my craft knife with the blade here, and I'm just going to trim that off. Again, trying to keep it nice and flat, because I want as much of that surface area as possible to touch the base. And just to give it a little bit extra grip there when I put the glue on, I'm going to use this little file and just go nice and flat across each of the feet. And that's just going to give the glue something to adhere to. It's going to help it stick a lot quicker and set on there, but it's also going to make sure that that model is nice and flat on the base. And while I've got my knife out, I'm just going to have a quick look and just look for any areas maybe that just need tidying up. Perhaps some of the moulding is still showing. I mean, I can barely see anything, and so this is a nice easy one. Right, onto the gluing stage now, and I use this Loctite power gel. This is my go-to super glue, and whenever you get a new one, you can see there's a little gap there between the nozzle and the main part of the glue. So you just put the lid on and you twist it until it clicks in place and can't go any further, and then you're good to go. The sets don't include instructions, but you can use the image on the back of the box or the website to help you to decide where every component goes, and it's really easy and self-explanatory. I've never struggled to put these together as far as instructions go. And then what I do before I add the glue is I just offer it up, make sure everything fits. Maybe I'll run my little file over some of the areas again just to get a bit more traction for the glue to go on. I'll put a little bit on there, and then I've already offered it up so I know exactly where it's going. One final check before I hold it in place, and I'll just hold it for about 10 seconds until it takes. You do find with the resin models sometimes it doesn't take right away, so you might have to just wipe that glue off, add a little bit more, and then try again. And there he is, Barnakelle is ready to go, ready to start painting and basing now. Super easy build, and look how cool he looks. I love all the details. This is going to be a real fun one to paint. At the end of the video, I'll give you the option of voting for which model I paint from these two box sets. If you want to find out how big he is, I thought this would be really helpful just to line them up so you can see with Dim and Dimmer and some of the other models there, he's really holding his own against them, and a great size. Now we're on to the character card, and what I like to do is add a Dragon Shield Clear Classic card protector. These are the 66.5 by 92.5mm size, and these are nice and thin, and so each card's going to go in there. It's going to be well protected, and you can also write on it if you want to use the whiteboard pens when you're playing the game. So there we go, these are protected. I always do this before I go any further with the cards. Okay, let's have a look at what Barnakelle does then. So we've got his name here, and we've also got some keywords: troll, spirit, and pirate. And then you'll see at the top right-hand side, you're going to get the faction symbols that you can use him with. So he can be used with the Shades of Moonreach, but also with the minions. You've got an option there to mix him up. You're going to get lots of play out of this. Melee is 2, range is 2 inch, arcane is 4, and evade is +2. And then we can have a look at some of the passive abilities. We're going to start with the first one here, Rusty Anchor. And it tells us if this character deals impact melee damage, increase the damage dealt by +2. So that anchor is going to do some serious damage. Then we've also got Bedeviled Seas. At the start of the replenish step, this model gains +1 energy if there is a water feature within 4 inches. So we definitely want to be playing along as close as we can to those water features. Then Rise from the Deep. When this character uses Reanimate, it may place the model entering play within a water feature within 4 inches instead of base contact. When this model or another friendly model enters play via Reanimate within a water feature, it gains +1 energy and may jog freely over water features until end of turn. So again, those water features are playing a big part here. Then we've got the arcane abilities with Reanimate with 3 energy, and we're looking for 2s here in any colour, and we'll place a friendly slain model in base contact with this model. Restore half its health rounding up. It has no energy but may activate this turn. But there's a catastrophe, this model suffers 4 wounds. Then we've got the next one. This is called Dead Troll's Finger. Great name. This is going to cost us 2 energy and a 4-inch range. And you can only use this once per turn. So we're looking for a blue, any colour, and now we'll target pirate or troll, will gain X energy and suffer -X to their arcane stat until end of turn. So you get a bonus, but something's also taken away here. There's a catastrophe too. As always, this character suffers 3 wounds, so he's really going to take some damage there to make that one work. Just as we see with the trolls and giants, there's going to be 12 health altogether, 2 energy to start with, and you're going to lose that energy quite a way down, which is really good. One of those energies right at the end as well. Then we've got a signature move on a thrust. So let's flip that card over and we can have a look at what happens when we use our signature move. So this one here we can see is called Keel Haul, and we're going to upgrade for our thrust, and the damage type is going to be impact, which will tie in nicely with Rusty Anchor. Now, whatever the opponent plays here, apart from a sweeping cut, they're going to take some damage, and the end step effect tells us that if the enemy suffered 1 or more wounds during this round of melee, place the enemy in base contact with this model. So you could attack from 2 inches away, deal some damage as long as they don't play the sweeping cut card, and then you can drag them in and get them in base contact and tie them up. So that could be really useful. There we go, that's Barnakelle, the new troll character for Moonstone, and it's so cool that you can play him with the Shades of Moonreach or with the minion, so you're going to get lots of different options. And he's also a pirate as well, so that's going to come in really handy if you wanted to run the pirate goblins, for example. A fantastic miniature too, some great details on this, and I think it's going to be awesome to paint. Hope you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Look out for the next video coming also today. We're going for it, as we want to show off these 2 awesome box sets. So look out for the Souls of the Deep set, where you'll see 3 other miniatures. And in the comments section down below on this video and that video, you can vote on which model you would like me to paint from the 2 sets. And I'll be painting that model this week. I'll probably start on Wednesday, so if you get the vote in over the next couple of days on both these videos, I'll total them up, see who's the winner, and then that video will be featured later in the week. I hope you've been enjoying this series for Moonstone. We've still got quite a few videos to go, so keep looking in, and we can start, if you haven't already, with the unboxing of the starter set. And then I've been working through that starter set, painting up some of the characters from the Fawns and also some of the new ones from the Shades of Moonreach. So there's lots to look at there, going through colour theory, using minimal amounts of paint, so you can use just a set of 12 paints and get all the colours you need from it. So that's been really fun. I've also been working through in the series and previously some of the other characters from the different factions. And if you want to check out some more unboxings, there's loads on the channel now. I'm pretty much covering most of the models, so if there's one you're looking at adding to the collection but want to find out more, hopefully you'll find it here. And also a full How to Play Moonstone series taking you right through the game. Thanks again for watching. Check out the link down below to get hold of your own model for Barnacelle and the box set Souls of the Deep. But for now, thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games.